Yeah, so while we're talking about this concept of fork in the road and duality of man, it is also important to note something else that I remembered, when I was writing the song and my sentiments towards it and everything. It's also important to note the distinction between logic and emotion, because sometimes they don't necessarily gel together. Sometimes they can be like two opposing ideas or thought, because I don't know how often you ever felt like something is good for you or better for you, but then on the other hand you feel like differently about it. So you might feel like internal discrepancies with like a tear, in your decision-making process, and that goes for like a lot of things. How often do we do things that we know aren't good for us, and they just feel good at the time, like comfort, stability, as opposed to like getting up on your feet, or like fighting a good fight, a good battle, and I guess it's always about just consciousness and awareness, just knowing what you're fighting and what you're fighting for and how you're doing it, how you're going about it, because growth, that's great, that's wonderful, and expansion and everything, but you can only do that to a point, before you have to relax, like chill, and like you have to come back, but you don't stay there in that state, like just like your heart, right? Your heart beats, it contracts and expands, boom, 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 so like it doesn't just stay like, if it stays like this, you're not living, you're dead, but if it keeps expanding, it's gonna burst and then you die as well. This fork in the road concept doesn't necessarily mean you choose like one road or the other, and you can't choose either one at any point in time. It just means knowing and having the discernment when it's time to choose one road or another, and you might choose both at a time. You might go back and forth, but just know that and be conscious and aware of that, and what that decision is going to mean in regards to your progress and how you intend on going forward in life.